Hey there, have you ever thought about living in Park City, Utah? Well, today I am here in Park City and I'm going to share some of the pros and cons of living in this beautiful city, and we're going to hop after it right now. Mariah Koehle here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your very first time here. This channel is literally everything you need to know about eating, working, playing, sleeping, and living in the Salt Lake City, Utah area. If that is of interest to you, consider subscribing down below and make sure you tap that bell for notifications so you are notified every time we drop a new video. We hear from people like you all the time who are relocating or looking to make a move here to Utah, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking about making a move in a week, a month, or even a year from now, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and it would be our absolute pleasure to connect with you. You're thinking about making a move out here to Park City. Well, today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the pros and cons about living here in this great city. So as you can see, it is snowing, and yes, number one pro, there is snow. For some people that's a pro, for some it's a con, but typically if you are thinking about moving to Park City, or you are thinking about buying an investment property, you're thinking about getting a vacation home in Park City, generally people here love the snow. In fact, the second it starts snowing, there's a lot of hustle and bustle and people are loving it. So world-class snow, you've got incredible ski resorts here. You've got Deer Valley Ski Resort, you've got the canyons, you've got Park City. In fact, right outside of Park City, they're going to be opening up, they're actually already starting the works of a brand new ski resort, which is called the Mayflower, and they're in the works of getting that going. It's right on the other side of Deer Valley. It's supposed to be the next really bougie, poshy ski resort out here near Park City. So number one pro here is simply the snow and the skiing. Number two is the outdoor activities. Really, Park City is such a wonderful place for activities. If you are into walking, if you are into biking, if you are into hiking, if you are into obviously skiing and snowboarding, but really the outdoor sports here are incredible. I was actually just talking with a gentleman that I met here in Park City, and he moved out here. He was up in Northern California. He moved here, he and his wife moved here a couple of years ago, and they're like, we love it so much. I'm like, what do you love most about it? He's like, well, we actually retired. And he goes, I got myself a job at the canyons. And he goes, I just work there a couple of days a week. It's really just more of a volunteer position. But he goes, I love meeting the people that are here. People here are so friendly. And then he goes, I actually spend a lot of my time at the Jordanelle Reservoir and some of the other reservoirs nearby here. He said, I love stand-up paddleboarding. I love kayaking and canoeing. And he goes, I take a lot of my stuff out there and I do a lot of water sports. So not only are, the ski, the snowboard, all of that, snowshoeing is big here too. But number two is the outdoor recreation. And I know my family and I, we've come here many times, and my parents actually came from Northern California to come visit, and we did a little vacation here, and we brought all of our bikes. And you can see even right behind me, the biking trail system here is next level. Let me tell you, it weaves all throughout the whole community, and the outdoor activities are awesome. Number three, a big draw for people out here to Park City, is they love the small town feel. Yes, they love the small town feel. They love, Main Street, and it's just very quaint. There's lots of little shops and lots of little restaurants right on Main Street. Right outside of Main Street, you've got some of like the bigger chain restaurants that are outside of Park City, but really just the coziness, the quaintness of Park City is a big draw. And then, which leads me to number four, which is friendly people. I'm telling you, you have never met as many friendly people here in Park City as I think I have met. There are so many friendly people here. You're on the trail system. People are waving, people are walking, people are saying hi. When we were here taking our family for a bike ride, we had people stop and say, oh, where are you from? I'm like, oh, we actually live in Utah, but originally from California. And oh, welcome, what brought you out here? And just very nice, oh, hey, can I take your picture? And things like that. So you're going to meet an abundance of very active people, but then also very friendly as well. Number 5, a big pro to living here is simply the convenience. I know a lot of people that live up here in Park City, but then they work down in Salt Lake City, or they live here, but then they have to travel internationally or nationally. And the Salt Lake International Airport is really only about 35 minutes from Park City. So the convenience to get to an international airport from Park City is very convenient. So, and then the same thing goes, if you're in Park City, a lot of times people are, they want to go down to Heber City or Midway or down to, Utah County, which is where Provo is. So really the location of where Park City is very convenient. So convenience is number 5. So you might be asking yourself, okay, there are so many pros to living here in Park City. What are the cons? What are the draws to maybe, not living here? Well, number 1 is simply the cost and affordability to live here in Park City. Park City, housing costs here are some of the highest in the state. So it is costly to live here, and even the restaurants and shops and stuff is going to be simply more expensive than it is to live in other surrounding areas, and even really just the cost of living. So number 1 con of living here is the cost of living. Number 2 are the job opportunities. Because Park City is more of a ski town and a ski resort, the number of job opportunities, a lot of the jobs here are seasonal. So obviously when it starts snowing, there are going to be a lot more jobs here. And in fact, a lot of these ski resorts, if you are looking for a seasonal job, a lot of these ski resorts are looking for more employees. Yes, they are looking for more employees. I know at some of the resorts up here, they weren't even able to open up some of the ski runs the last couple of years, just simply because they have not had enough employees working at the resort. So 2 is the job opportunities. There aren't a lot of, big time companies and big time businesses right here in Park City. Obviously, if you're going down to Salt Lake City or going down to the Silicon Slopes, which is in Lehi, Utah, you're going to see obviously lots more jobs, but more of the jobs here, people that are living here are commuting for work. And then also they are, having more of a seasonal job working here in Park City. Number 3, if you're not a fan of of weather and especially the snow, that is definitely going to be a con for you living here. I know I had a person I was just talking to recently, they had moved out to Park City a couple years ago, and they were like, yeah, I knew it was going to be cold, and I knew the summers I knew it was going to get hot. I just didn't realize how long the snow would last for. So some asked, okay, so when does it actually start snowing? Well, when I shot this video, it actually started snowing here the very end of October this year, and you can expect snow till at least April, and usually you'll have a couple of small snowstorms in May, but expect snow from end of October all the way to May. You are going to have a lot of sunny days. Today is not a sunny day. In fact, like I said, it's snowing today, as you can see, but weather plays a big factor. And kind of going along with weather here, if you don't have 4-wheel drive, you're definitely going to want to get snow tires or 4-wheel drive, simply because of the safety of it all. And some of the roads here, which kind of goes to number 4 con, some of the roads are a lot smaller, when you are going on, especially some of the residential areas where it's harder to kind of get in and out and navigate. And especially in the winter, when the snowbanks get up really high, it makes it a little bit trickier, just because those streets are a little bit more narrow. Number 5 con is going to be the shopping and the restaurants. Now, I know for some, they're like, oh, I love these little small town, restaurants, boutique-y things. But for those of you who are looking for Costco, or you are looking for some of those larger stores, you're not going to see that here in Park City. They have a Walmart, they've got a Home Goods, they've got some, a few places like that, but you're not going to have your Costco. You're going to go down to Salt Lake City, or you'll go over to Provo for that, but you're not going to have some of those bigger places that here in Park City. So if you are thinking about relocating or making a move, or maybe you're thinking about getting a second home or a vacation home, or you're thinking about getting a vacation rental here, feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. My team and I hear from people like you that are relocating and making a move here to Utah, and we absolutely love it. So wishing you a wonderful day. Take care and have a great one. Bye.